Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. The weekend is near, my friends. Hang in there. Today I'm filming another episode of my Will I Buy It series. So if you guys like talking about new makeup, hearing my thoughts, letting me know what you think down in the comments, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. Every other week we sit down and talk about new makeup releases. We also like to do a lot of first impression videos, swatch parties, comparisons, anti-hauls. We got it all here, so if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, highly recommend subscribing to my channel, turning on that post notification bell. I am on the journey to 10K, guys. It is long and treacherous. We still have quite a ways to go, but it would really help me out if you do go ahead and subscribe if you're just watching my channel casually. It does help me out. So without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, I feel like mainstream is going all out this time with the new releases. So I'm going to go ahead and move over this way just to keep things fresh. You know, I always scoot over to the right. So I'm going to go this way instead. And we're going to put some photos right here of the new makeup. So the first thing I want to talk about that I'm so excited is the newest collab between Dose of Colors and Nima Tang. I am so excited for this. This is the kind of diversity we need to see in the beauty community from brands. I really appreciate seeing this kind of collaboration. I know Nima Tang is not the first woman of color to do a collaboration like this, but it's so wonderful to see more mainstream brands embracing deeper skin tones and doing collaborations with them, because like my friend Angie always says, it's not up to the collaborator to bring in the diversity. It's up to brands to choose diversity in their collaborations instead of doing collaborations with similar skin tones all the time. They really need to branch out. And I honestly think Dose of Colors nailed it with this one. So it's so beautiful. I love the lip sets, and Dose of Colors is known for their lip sets. So I think this is really cool. I love the two color combos she did. And if I didn't have a million lipsticks right now, I would so go ahead and pick this up. But right now I have all the nudes I need. I just got in 8 lipsticks from Kaleidos from their Flower Punk collection. I got some new lippies from Ofra I still need to try, so I really cannot justify picking these up. But they're so beautiful, so I wanted to talk about this collaboration first. So if you are able to support or you're looking for something like this, please go ahead and support this very diverse collaboration. I'm so excited for the brand and the collaborator. Next is the newest collection from Colourpop. They are collaborating with Barbie, and honestly, I want to love this so much. I love the colorful shades in the eyeshadow palette. I love the packaging. But the thing is, Colourpop just does not do well on my channel. I think that I get the stuff too late. You know, it just takes a while to ship, which it wasn't always like that with Colourpop, but they have grown so much as a brand, obviously. It's pretty clear that they probably get hundreds of thousands of orders when they launch a new collection, and things just take a while to get. And if I really want something, sure, I will go ahead and get it. But I literally just purchased the Lizzie McGuire palette, the Limoncello palette, and then 3 of their 5-pan colorful palettes, and I haven't used a single one yet. And every day that goes by, those collections are being even more irrelevant. So personally, for me, it's just not a brand that I'm interested enough in to go ahead and buy that just to have, because I have so much makeup. So I do love to feature it on my channel. So this is beautiful. I know a lot of you are so excited for this collection. I saw so many comments on my community tab. So I hope you guys are able to get it. I think they did a really good job kind of doing that 90s Malibu Barbie vibe with this collection. So very cute. And next we have sneak peeks of the new collection from Urban Decay. They are collaborating with Prince, and I don't know much about Prince. I mean, I know like the bare minimum, I feel like, and I also believe he's from Minneapolis, which is our neighboring state. Like Minnesota is our neighboring state, so I think a lot of Minneapolis folk and Minnesotans have a lot of pride with being where Prince is from. So I think this collection has a lot of potential. From what I can see, it looks very true to the brand. By the brand, I mean very true to Prince. But I don't know a lot about them, so I would be very curious to hear you guys' thoughts. If you guys are diehard Prince fans, what do you think of this collaboration? Are you excited? Is it a pass? Are you not interested? Very curious to know what you guys think. I think it makes sense with Urban Decay because they kind of have that punk, I don't know, they kind of used to have such a badass vibe to them, so I feel like this makes sense for the brand more than some of the other collaborations they've done in the past. But I feel like Urban Decay is usually pretty good at picking some more unique things and not so much like Disney. Like, I like that they did the Game of Thrones. I like their Michelle Basquiat collection that they did. It's like a little bit different, and I admire them for doing something a little different that way when it comes to their collaborations. Okay, next we have the round 2 of Morphe x Coca-Cola, and this was interesting. A lot of people were kind of saying how they like the vintage vibe that they did with this, because it is like a more vintage Coca-Cola, and I know there's so many people that collect like Coca-Cola memorabilia. I don't know if it's like a worldwide thing, but in the US especially, if you watch all those shows about like vintage hunters and finders and like I don't know exactly like names of shows, but I feel like I've seen so many where they're collecting like vintage Coca-Cola things. So I guess there is a market for stuff like this, and who knows, maybe if you buy this collection, you know, 50 years from now, somebody's gonna pay you like $1 million for this eyeshadow palette. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of Coke and Pepsi. I promise I don't discriminate, because I did the Coke challenge once, or is it called a Pepsi challenge? I think it's called a Pepsi challenge. I had to do the Pepsi challenge in college once, and I swore I could tell the difference, but at the end of the day, I couldn't. I choked. I couldn't tell the difference, so now I don't believe that I could tell the difference. Sometimes, though, I feel like I can. I feel like Coke is less sweet, at least in America. Anyway, not to go on a tangent about Coca-Cola, but yeah, to me, it just looks like a neutral palette, honestly. I don't really see the Coca-Cola vibes in it. I definitely think it's more to match the packaging. The lip shades they chose look really pretty. The brushes look really cute, but overall, it's an easy pass for me on that. So we have a new collection from Jouer Cosmetics, and it is called the French Riviera collection. So there is a eyeshadow palette, a lip kit, and a cheek and lip duo. So I used to be really into Jouer. I feel like they were one of those brands, I think in like, was it like 2016? They were so hyped because everybody was obsessed with their lip products, and I actually had a lot of their lip products. I actually wore Skinny Dip, like the lip topper, on my wedding day because it was one of my favorite lip products. But you know, just like everything else in makeup, it comes and it goes, and I feel like I never really kept up with Jouer, and so I don't have any of those lip products anymore, and it's really not a brand I'm interested in. I think the eyeshadow palette is cute, but I definitely have those shades 100 times over, so I'm going to be passing on that. Next is this beautiful collection from Mel Cosmetics. They are launching 11 lipsticks, a full range of neutral tones in the ultra matte finish with a new upgraded and sleek packaging. So this collection is gorgeous. I would love to see it all swatch out. I guess I haven't really gone looking for it, so very curious to see what it all looks like. I personally would love to own all the shades, but I don't need it because I have all the Propa Beauty lipsticks. And Propa Beauty is a women of color owned brand, and they kind of did the first like nude line for women of color. So I would rather support that brand. And so I'm not going to be picking up any of these Melt lipsticks, but they look gorgeous, and I'm sure I will hear really good things and have tons of FOMO when people start reviewing them. Okay, let's talk about the MAC X Disney Cruella collection. So I'm so excited for the Cruella movie. I'm not a Disney person, you guys know this, but I love Emma Stone so much, so I cannot wait to see her play Cruella. The trailer looks amazing. I'm so excited. Also, random side note about me, when I was like in middle school, high school, I actually got bit by a Dalmatian, like pretty badly, not like terrible, but I had to get stitches and stuff like that. So I'm actually terrified of Dalmatians. I really don't like Dalmatians. They kind of scare me. I'm a dog person, but Dalmatians freak me out. So anyways, I'm very excited for the movie. Not so much for this collection. I know the eyeshadow palettes definitely come under a lot of fire. Maybe it's like some editorial situation that I just don't understand, but Oh, it's so, like, why? Why? And I don't know if they used this makeup on Emma Stone for the movie, but they did include a beautiful picture of her face with all the makeup on. And I mean, it makes sense to have like a black and white section of the eyeshadow palette, but to me this is like very, very editorial and it's a little bit over my head. So however much this cost, it's going to be a pass for me, but I could totally see somebody, if they're a huge collector, being really interested in that. Okay, so we have another collaboration from HipDot. They're the brand that cannot be stopped with collaborations, and so they're launching a HipDot X Clueless collection. I think this might be already out. So they have a set, then they have the 411 Pressed Pigment palette. They've got a lip oil set, a blush palette, a Clueless 3-piece pin set, and a bundle. I am not honestly that into Clueless. I didn't really get into the movie, but I definitely see they made some really interesting references. Like the lip oils come in like that plaid packaging, that yellow suit she wore in the movie. So it looks like they did a really good job. Definitely not something I'm interested in, so I'm definitely passing on that. I feel like HipDot does do a good job of embodying the collaborations that they kind of collaborate with. So the next thing I saw is these new matte bronzing bricks from Victoria Beckham. These look so beautiful, but honestly right now I'm so into my tan bronzer from Juvia's Place. I keep mentioning it to you guys, and I would rather you give your money to Juvia's Place than Victoria Beckham. So yeah, that's an easy pass for me. Next is this new eye brightener from Fenty. And basically it's a instant brightening and blurring sheer to buildable coverage, lightweight, with a Hydra Blend, a complex of hydrating ingredients. I low-key want to try this because the claims sound really good, but on social media like Instagram and Twitter, I haven't seen the best reviews on this product. I think Robert Welsh maybe comes to mind. I think I saw a Twitter post from him kind of saying that he wasn't very impressed with the eye brightener. So I think I might end up passing on that because it just didn't look like something I would be very, very happy with. But I also have really dry under eyes, so maybe it will work for me. I really don't know. So I might try that out if I really feel the need to. And then we had Natasha Denona's Summer Drop, the Zendo palette. This one kind of came out of nowhere, but here is what it looks like. And I already posted 2 looks and like a first-ish impressions on this palette on my channel on Wednesday. So if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts, I would recommend checking out that video. I did swatches, I did comparisons, you know the work. So that was a fun drop from Natasha Denona, and for the most part I really like the palette. I know people are giving it mixed reviews. This one may be the one that has the most like split opinion. Some people think it's beautiful, some people are really hating on this palette, so it'll be interesting to see what more people think. So yeah, I would highly recommend checking out that video. Okay, another collection that I've posted videos about are the new products from Juvia's Place. So they launched the bronzed collection first, and then they launched the blush collection next. And I don't think I've talked about these in my Will I Buy It video yet, but they launched and I got them and I filmed 2 videos on them. So if you want to see swatches, first impressions, eye looks, I got it all on there. But so far, I'm really enjoying those. They're really nice. Highly recommend checking out the videos if you are considering picking any of that up. Next, we have a new launch from Huda Beauty. I low-key want these because I kind of love the packaging. They almost have like a, I don't want to say like a Versace Medusa vibe, but kind of. And they're beautiful, but I need another highlighter palette. Like I need a hole in my head. So this one's going to be a pass. I do believe these are out on Sephora already. So very curious to see how people are liking those. Next, we have Zara Beauty. So this collection I was really excited about because I think Zara is very like hip and cool, and I've been shopping at Zara for a long time. But as I've gotten older, you know, my body has changed and their clothes just don't fit me as well as they used to when I was kind of a lanky freshman in college. So I haven't really bought a lot of clothing from them in a while, but this beauty line is very interesting. I did do some reading up on it, and they hired somebody that's like a professional, Diane Kendall, I believe, to like develop this line and things like that, and it did launch already. I did take a look at it on the Zara website, and I was curious but not curious enough to place an order, so I did end up deciding not to get any of that makeup. Okay, so a new brand, kind of. We have Adept Cosmetics, and they're the brand that collabed with Bailey Sarian on her palette, and they just launched the Baby Girl palette and the Sugar Daddy palette, and they emailed me and asked me if they could send me the palettes, and I was like, yes, let me try them. Why not? Because they are definitely more neutral leaning, but I believe they're also kind of an affordable line. So I'm very excited to receive those in PR and show them off to you guys, because I know you guys love neutral palettes. So I'm very, very excited to receive those. Hopefully I'll be able to get those soon. Okay, so that is pretty much everything for mainstream. There were a lot of other releases and a few things that I could probably roast, but I'm really not in the mood to roast any new makeup releases. So let's go ahead and talk about indie. So Mel Cosmetics is launching a new collection. It's called the Pearly Gates Loose Pigments, and these are launching on May 16th, and you can use my code Karen Harris to save money. Oh my gosh, Amy put my code on her indie makeup spotlight, so thank you so much, Amy. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. So very, very excited to check out that collection. And then Glamlight is launching their Red Velvet Cupcake palette, launching May 21st, so I'm definitely gonna have my eye on that. I do have a code with Glamlight. It's KH Makeup, I think 15. And so that saves you 15%, which is awesome. I personally think so. Can't wait to see that palette reveal. And then we have an update from Divina. Their Halo Moon collection has been delayed, but it's launching on June 10th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Can't wait for that reveal, and you can use the code AmyLoves to save money on that collection. We also have the reveal of the new collection from Mira Beauty Co. It's the House of Avarsi collection. Sorry if I messed that up, but yeah, they're launching these new palettes. I'm kind of excited. I don't think I'm going to get them because I wasn't really jazzed with their original collection that I picked up. I bought all 3 of their palettes and I didn't really love the quality of them, but I do like what this brand stands for. I also like that they learned from their original launch and they just did a quad of pressed glitters. So if you want the pressed glitters, you can buy that pressed glitter quad. If you don't want pressed glitters, you can just buy the other eyeshadows, which I think is lovely. And the glitter quad is $12, so I think that's a great price point. I do like what this brand stands for. Like I said, they are a people of color owned brand, so very excited to see what they do and watch reviews on the brand once that collection launches. We also have the reveal of the collaboration that Cleona has been teasing for quite some time. They're collabing with Emily Violet Marie. Honestly, it didn't even dawn to me that this was the Cleona sneak peek, because I thought I was following like a Project Pan Instagram and somebody was like posting their pan palette, because I was like, what is this empty palette? Like it didn't click, because oh my gosh, I don't know. So anyways, I'm excited to see what this is gonna look like once it's filled out. You know, who knows, maybe it'll blow my mind. So far I'm feeling indifferent feelings, but I can't wait to see the reveal. Then we also have the full reveal of the Adept Cosmetics Codain palette, so I'm very, very excited. Amy has a code for this palette as well. It's just Amy Loves, so you can save some money on the Adept website. The only thing that makes me nervous about this palette is I think she's trying to please everyone, so she's got a few different options for launch. They haven't announced a launch date, but you can buy the palette as it's shown. You can also buy the palette with one matte shade, or you can replace all of the mattes with shimmer shades. So I don't know how that's gonna work as far as like programming their website, but it's interesting, I guess. I like the color story the way it is, but I also maybe am kind of into like all shimmer eyeshadow palettes, so I'll be happy either way. I love all the greens, obviously, so very, very excited to see when I can get my hands on that palette. You guys know how much I love the Adept palette, so very, very excited to see more updates on that. And then we have a sneak peek from Lethal Cosmetics. They are going to reveal what they're working on this Saturday, so tomorrow. So if you're not subscribed to the Lethal Cosmetics YouTube channel, I would highly recommend, because they actually do their reveals on YouTube, which I think is so fun. I feel like it's an eyeshadow palette, but then maybe it's just different like magnetic palettes for you to put their eyeshadows in. I don't know, but I love those colors. They're very, very cute. And then a brand I haven't talked about in a while, Jouer Cosmetics is launching 2 new singles. There's a shade called Lemon Lime and Sprung that they're launching. It's like a bright pink and a lime green. And I haven't bought some JD Glow shadows in a hot second. I just got the giant Give Me Glow palette that holds those big pans. So I'm considering picking up some new shades to add to that, but I also never really reach for my single shadows, so I really need to like have a little conversation with myself. But if you're into JD Glow or you've been wanting to try them, they are going to have a sale, 30% off, and that starts today, the day you're watching this video. And the sale starts on 5/14 at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and it'll end on 5/16 at 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. And the code is late 2021. And honestly, that's a great way to try JD Glow eyeshadows is on sale, because why pay full price when you don't have to is all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying about that. Okay, the other thing I didn't get to cover, and I don't know why this kind of skipped my mind, but Beautybay launched a new palette, and it was a collaboration with a French influencer named Ao, I believe is how you say it. And it's kind of a different palette. It's got 2 big face pans and then 12 smaller eyeshadow shades. So this is a very, I don't want to say editorial, but kind of editorial vibe for Beautybay. It's definitely different from their standard. So I was very curious, but I totally missed like the launch and everything. So I never ended up picking that up, but it's cute. I haven't seen anybody that I am subscribed to post videos on it, but I am curious to know if any of you guys picked it up, because I feel like Beautybay has a decent eyeshadow formula. It doesn't look like there's anything else left for me to talk about today. So that is everything for this Will I Buy It video. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. I hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you are most looking forward to this week for new makeup releases, and I will speak to you in my next video soon. Bye guys!